And good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Infineon Raceway as we get ready here for the running of the Toyota Save Mart 350. This is race number 10 of Season 6 of the Snickers Cup Series. Our second road course stop here of the Snickers Cup Series. Certainly a little less dangerous than our first stop at Thornton, but these drivers are going to come here, try and pick up what they learned at Thornton, and apply it here to today's road course racing. It's going to be 23 laps today, an extra 6 laps as opposed to our Trucks and Mobile Cup Series events added on to today's race. I don't know if that's going to bring into play whether these drivers are going to have to come down pit road and play any fuel strategy or not. Maybe not. I'm not exactly sure. But we'll see what the case is going to be here, if they'll be able to stretch it or not. On the pole for today's race is going to be Mary Cole, her first pole of the season for Tweenix Racing. Mary Cole driving the Aladdin Chevrolet this week, and alongside of her, another Chevrolet and a rookie this season, Chris Washer. A very nice qualifying position for him, starting on the outside of the front row. There's going to be another rookie lined up in row number 2 in the third position. That is Kevin White for Earnhardt Ganassi Racing, and alongside of him, Michael Norman running the AC Delco paint scheme this week in his Michael Norman Motorsports Chevrolet. Rounding out the top 5 is going to be a driver who recently worked his way into the top 10 in points, and that's Henry Nova. He's another rookie, and he came in 9th in the point standings here today. Joe Gibbs Racing, no doubt about it, has been on quite a bit of a roll. All 3 of their cars inside the top 10 in the standings. As a matter of fact, let's give you a look at what the top 10 in points look like at the moment. Charles Jackson comes in as the current leader by a total of 26 points over the rookie points leader Drew Austin. Then it's a total of 29 points back to Ralph Mason. It'll then be 31 points back to William Duncan. 39 points back to Richard Johnson. Austin LaPlante also 39 points back. Then the rest of the top 10 are Anthony McCurry, Dylan Young, Henry Nova, and Trent Dunham. Our winner from Dover has worked his way up to 10th in the point standings. Quite a few drivers that would love to work their way inside the top 10 in points. Just on the outside looking in, Adam Chambers, John Radigan, Sean Galligan, Dougie Shears, and Hayden Klein. We'll see if any of those drivers may be able to take advantage of some drivers making mistakes here at Infineon, which I can assure you is definitely going to happen. We saw a lot of that happen in the Mobile Cup Series race. I expect no less today here in the Snickers Cup Series event. Time to get these cars rolling off. They're going to complete a couple pace laps. I got to turn this to the none camera so that way we will be able to see them file by. There we go. And so, as the command to fire the engines is given and these cars are going to go around for a couple of pace laps, we will take the opportunity to show you today's 42-car starting lineup. When we come back, I'll talk to you about the current situation as far as replacement signups are concerned. But here is the starting grid for today's Toyota Save Mart 350 at Infineon Raceway. Cars right now taking the right-hander before they'll come down the long sloping hill through the S's. Then they got a few more turns, including the paperclip turn 11, and then they will come to the front straight when we'll put them under the green flag. Want to let you guys know there are going to be a few rides that will probably be up for grabs in both Mobile and Snickers Cup Series for replacement signups for non-commenters. So be on the lookout for a video letting you guys know when those replacement signups will take place. There was only one truck that was available, and that truck's already been taken, so there will be no trucks available in that series. But there will be Mobile and Snickers Cup Series rides that will be available for you to be able to sign up for. If your name is on the list down in the description as a non-commenter, you must comment on this race or any other previous Snickers Cup Series races you have not commented on in order to make sure that you keep your ride in the Snickers Cup Series. You given a 24-hour period, and at which point, if you have not commented, then you end up losing your ride, and it will go to whoever signs up in the replacement sign-up. So be looking down in the description, make sure that your name is not on that list. If your name is not on that list, you are not in danger of being replaced, but just still make sure that you keep commenting on the races, so that way you are not in danger of losing your ride at any given point. Pace car makes the left-hand turn onto pit road, getting ready to put these cars under the green flag for 23 laps of racing. Our Truck Series and Mobile Cup Series events were anything but clean and green. We did have a green flag run at the end of our Mobile Cup Series event, but it took us a lot of caution to get there, and we nearly had Michael Norman get put in the middle, 3 wide coming to the green. We had that happen in Trucks and Mobile. We are not going to have it happen here at the Snickers. That's good to know, as here we go. Mary Cole and Chris Washer, all Chevy front row, get us under the green flag here at Infineon. Mary Cole gets away from Chris Washer pretty easily. Washer and Kevin White now left to battle for second. Let's see if they get through this first corner okay. Everybody looks like they're good. Wow. Everybody doing a great job getting through that first corner. We usually have a big wreck take place right in the very first lap. And look at Michael Norman. 2 for the price of 1, Michael. He's going to go by Kevin White. He's going to go underneath of Chris Washer and try to move into second place. The caution is out. First caution of the day is waving. Side by side for second, though. Nice power move there by Michael Norman. And then, oh, Michael just got turned by Chris Washer into the wall off the S's. Jeffrey Buckeye has spun as well. Oh, look out. Oh, Buckeye has spun in front of traffic. Tim Walsh is involved. John Radigan's back there. Emilio Never, and they're still spinning. Austin LaPlante is around. Henry Nova's around. There's a huge wreck fest going on right now. Stephen Paul III's got damage. I think we're just going to jump up to the front. I don't have a clue who else is involved. But there were a lot of drivers involved in that. Lots of action going on there. And oh, Hayden Klein nearly got turned by Kevin White there for second. But Mary Cole out in front ahead of all that utter chaos. She's going to lead us under the caution. Klein in second. Kevin White in third. Dougie Shears fourth. And Dylan Young rounding out the top 5. But there are cars on pit road. Oh, Henley's in trouble. Sean Henley in the Viagra Chevrolet. He's got some damage. Kyle Sosnowski is involved. Carson Gum. There's Michael Norman and Chris Washer. We saw the hits they took. 2 teammates there from Everham Motorsports. Drew Austin and James Silverfox. Don't know if they were involved. There's McCurry. Oh, I guess it wasn't Austin LaPlante. It was Cody Lamas that I saw turned around there. He's got damage. Galligan may have been in it. Tim Walsh, I know, got a piece of it. Buckeye got spun, so he's got some damage. Ralph Mason's got damage. John Radigan was in it. Emilio Navarrete was in it. There's Stephen Paul III up ahead. He's got damage. Oh, Austin LaPlante was involved there. You can see damage to the right side of, I believe that's the R&K Motors sponsored Toyota this week. If we look further up here, Steve Van Belts was involved. There's a little bit of a buckle on the hood of the STP Dodge Charger of Rohit Vidaravu. Don't know how significant that damage may be. As we look further up here, looks like everybody else may have gotten through. Maybe a little bit of damage to Cole Daly. Oh, Henry Nova's brought his car down onto pit road. Oh, and Richard Johnson's smoking now. So Richard Johnson must have been involved as well there in the FedEx Toyota. As they continue to kind of back up into each other here. Lots of damaged race cars having trouble getting themselves around this racetrack. Oh, and Richard Johnson can't get going. I think his car's stalled out. No, he's able to get it back going again. But the black smoke is a fatal sign for any driver. Richard Johnson's day probably over. And I'm looking through the point standings right now. From what I can see as far as drivers damaged, I see 2nd, 3rd, 5th, 6th, possibly 7th, and 9th in points, all with some damage on their race cars. And this is definitely going to be significant as far as the point standings are concerned. I told you we may have a points shake-up here at Infineon, and it didn't take them long to prove me right. But we had a lot of stuff take place there on that very first lap. We got to go back, take a look at every little detail of who got involved in what, as there were incidents all over the racetrack. You see Stephen Paul III, Austin LaPlante, lots of drivers indicating they're coming down pit road. Their days may be over early here at Infineon. Well, here's the initial reason that the caution came out. Right here, coming off the first corner, apparently I didn't see them at the back, 3 wide. Contact there between Noah Hart and James McLeod sends the 51 down into Drew Austin. He's going to loop that Dodge around. Everybody else able to get by there. Danny Wells had to go really low in order to avoid the Scott Toyota. Oh, Cody Lamas did get a little piece of Drew Austin there. Spins him around one more time. But that was the reason that the caution came out. There was a lot more incidents to come. We're going to jump up ahead now into the S's and see what exactly happened. Okay, here's the first one, heading to the right-hander just before you enter the S's. James Silverfox going to get really loose coming into this corner. He's going to bounce off of his Everham Motorsports teammate Joshua Michaels. Then gets a little tap there from Aaron Williams Jr. Comes down, and he's going to pancake the right side into, well, it's not really a safer barrier. It's more like a poster wall. But that's what happens to him. Now we got to jump further up here. Oh, we just missed him. There they are. We got to see what happens here. And this was a battle for second place, mind, between Chris Washer and Michael Norman. Let's see what happens here. Does Chris Washer overdrive the corner just a little bit? He might have, but you have two drivers and two different lines going down the S's, and they just intersect with each other. And look at this. Right into the tire barrier for both drivers. Their days are done. Jeffrey Buckeye, looks like he's going to get forced off the racetrack after contact with his teammate Dylan Young. And that's going to spin him down into the inside retaining wall. And this is where everything seems to break loose. Buckeye, his car had so much momentum. When he hits the wall, the car's going to slide around on him. And that dirt holds no grip for these cars to be able to slow down. And here he comes right up the racetrack, right in front of the points leader, Charles Jackson, who I did not know got involved. There's Tim Walsh. There's Emilio Navarrete. There's an incident further up we'll look at, too. There's John Radigan, Kyle Sosnowski. Nowhere for them to go. I think Carson Gumm's going to get Navarrete right there. And everybody else is going to get by this incident. We got away with a 5-car incident right there with Walsh, Sosnowski, Buckeye, Radigan, Navarrete, and Jackson, the points leader. So that was actually a 6-car pileup. But then, let's jump up here. Who does this start with? I almost wonder if it starts with Ralph Mason or Henry Nova. Oh! Okay, so remember we saw Buckeye get forced off the racetrack? He got forced off by his teammate Dylan Young because they were 4 wide coming through the S's. Austin LaPlante was on the right side of that 4 wide situation, and he apparently just could not enter into this corner correctly. He's going to hit the tire barrier, slingshot right back in front of Henry Nova, who in turn is going to clip Ralph Mason right there. Mason's going to go around. Stephen Pollard III, he can't slow down. He T-bones the 15. LaPlante nearly gets flipped over onto his roof. That was a close call. Look at Dylan Pote maneuver his way through here. Looks like Angel Navarro, Rohit Vidarvu may be able to do the same. There's Carson Gumm held up back there. As we watch and see if everybody else got through here okay. There's Trent Dunham, Aaron Williams Jr., Deanna Shelton. They all get through. Noah Hart gets through. But there was another incident that takes place, and I think it involves the 25 of Henley. There he is. Let's see here. What happens to Sean Henley? Oh, wow. Oh, we got to go to a different camera angle here. Oh, they were 3 wide coming off of that. Oh, wait. Someone got spun first. Oh, Noah Hart. Okay, wait a minute. So we got to take these in order here. Noah Hart, he's going to get spun, I believe. Maybe some more contact between himself and James McLeod. We saw them get together up in the uphill part of this track. And, yeah, oh, Carson Gumm kind of helps out in that one, though. Gets into McLeod, who then in turn gets into Noah Hart. And the 47 for Kyle Tech Racing is going to go spinning around, and he's going to get his right front hard into the tire barrier. Now we got to see what happens to Henley, former Snickers Cup Series champion, and we got to switch to a different camera angle here to be able to see the full extent of what happens. Okay, watch right here. Michaels gets into Buckeye. That kind of slingshots Buckeye in between Henley and Carson Gumm. Oh, and I think Carson Gumm may have been coming to pit road, and he didn't know the 12 was there, and he pulls up into the 12 of Buckeye. Buckeye clips Henley, and Henley hard into the tire barrier. And here's where Richard Johnson's going to get his damage. Right into the Henley machine. Sosnowski nowhere to go. Cody Lamas gets involved. McCrory is in that. Galligan, I believe, gets a little piece of this incident as well. Whoa. Didn't really get a good shot of all this. There is Richard Johnson. There's Cody Lamas. There's Sosnowski. I think McCurry maybe actually got through it okay. But there is Henley back there in the 25, and there's Richard Johnson. There are a lot of drivers who came in inside the top 10 in points that were involved in all these different incidents. I'd say there were about 5 or 6 different incidents here on the very first lap that could have taken out at the most 15 cars here already in today's race. Let's jump back to green flag racing. Hopefully we can go under a little bit of a green flag run, but the way they race here in the very first lap, I'm not too certain about that. Well, we'll get ready to go back to green flag racing as the light is atop. The pace car is out. Green flag will come back out on lap 4 of 23. Mary Cole is the leader. Hayden Klein second. Kevin White third. Dougie Shears fourth. Dylan Young fifth. Cole Daly is in sixth. Seventh, William Duncan. Eighth, Jake Cole. Ninth, Dylan Poteet. Adam Chambers is in 10th. Angel Navarro is in 11th. 12th, Rohit Vidarvu. Madison Seaver 13th. John Citadino 14th. Aaron Williams Jr., who started this race dead last. He's up to 15th now after getting through all those incidents. Deanna Shelton 16th. 17th, Trent Dunham. 18th is Alec Tanker. John Radigan runs in 19th, completing the top 20. That is James McLeod. Now, got to look at the drivers that have DNF'd from today's race. They head down here into turn 11. And amazingly enough, only 3 drivers have gone back behind the wall, but one of them was the points leader, Charles Jackson. He will retire in 40th position. Also out of the race are the cars of Noah Hart and Sean Henley. I believe we've also gotten reports that Michael Norman and Chris Washer have both gone back behind the wall too. 2 drivers who started inside the top 5 are going to be, I think they have declared themselves out of the race. That will be recorded here when they take the green flag. So now the question is, who do we have an opportunity to have a new points leader here today? Don't know. Find out though in just a few moments as the green flag comes back out. Mary Cole going to try and get away here, heading up the uphill turn. Let's hope that maybe single file restart. We may have a bit of a green flag going on here. Big green flag run. That would certainly be nice after the utter chaos there on the very first lap. Hayden Klein, though, all over the back bumper of Mary Cole, thinking back to last season. That 27 car went to victory lane here at Infineon, but it was Rohit Vidarvu behind the wheel. But right now, Hayden Klein messed up that corner, and Kevin White's going to go to the inside, and we are still green flag racing. Hallelujah. Battle on there for 4th place. Dylan Young going to the inside of fellow Ford Dougie Shears. And he will move into the 4th position. Dylan Young, 8th in points, could really gain a lot today from a good finish or even a win. As Hayden Klein's all over the back bumper of Kevin White again. Wow, he really is. He's shoving him through this corner. If I were Hayden Klein, I'd get off Kevin White before something bad happens, and something bad nearly did happen right there. They are really racing hard for second, but Mary Cole's got to be loving this because that allows her to continue to open up her lead over the rest of the field. Couple of drivers that we got to get some updates on that could be essential to the battle for the lead in the standings. Drew Austin, where is he running right now? Oh, he's actually pulling into pit road. Drew Austin making a pit stop? Along with Danny Wells, Sean Galligan, Anthony McCurry. Are they pitting on regular pit stops here? Or yeah, they are. Angel Navarro just made a pit stop. Chambers may have also come down pit road. We got pit stops going on here. I wouldn't have expected it, but it's the first time here at Infineon this weekend we have seen pit stops come into play. A few drivers electing to come down early. We'll have to see what the leaders are going to decide to do. When will they decide to come down as Mary Cole really messes up that turn? Kevin White did the same, though, and Hayden Klein again is going to come to the back bumper of Kevin White. And look at the run Dylan Young got. Look at these 3 drivers battling for second place. Is anybody coming down pit road this time with the leaders? Oh, Jake Cole just got flat out turned into the wall. Oh, I just missed it. Oh, Aaron Williams Jr. is in it. Citadino spun around in front of Deanna Shelton, who's got damage. Ralph Mason can't get through. He's involved. And the caution's out again. There were quite a few other drivers in this. Oh, man, Carson Gumb's got damage. Buckeye is done. Chambers may have been involved. There's Aaron Williams Jr., Tim Walsh, his teammate. Someone's smoking. Oh, last year's winner, Rohit Vidarvu at this track. He is involved. Drew Austin comes out right in front of his teammate, just completed his pit stop. John Radigan may have been in it. And the caution is out again. And this is going to be a big break for Anthony McCurry, Sean Galligan, Drew Austin, a lot of drivers who made pit stops. Matter of fact, though, I think Drew Austin may have actually fallen a lap down. Yeah, he did. So if these drivers pit, he'll get back on the tail end of the lead lap, but that did not work out for him. Danny Wells, Sean Galligan, Angel Navarro, and Anthony McCurry, however, they did get out ahead of the leaders. They'll stay on the lead lap, but the caution is out. Mary Cole, the leader, and we got to head back and take a look at a replay. Jake Cole, who was running inside the top 10, basically gets punted out of a good finish here today. Here's a look at what happened. These four drivers, Cole Daly, Jake Cole, William Duncan, and Dylan Poteet, all battling really hard. This was 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th they were battling for. And they're just kind of accordioned up right here. And William Duncan going to get into the right rear of Jake Cole. And look at the hard hit into the tire barrier. Now, if his car had lodged there, that would have been okay. But it just slingshot him right back up in front of traffic. And Aaron Williams Jr., who got through all those incidents on the first lap, can't get by this one. Neither can Vedarvu. And then everybody tries to get around, and they just can't. John Cittadino gets contact. He gets nailed from behind by Deanna Shelton. Look at James McLeod take out the caution cones on the left side. And then Ralph Mason, he's trying to find a way. He's got Silver Fox to his high side. He's got Buckeye to his low side, and he just makes contact there with the 39. But then this isn't over. We got to jump back there quickly again because there was something else that takes place here. Oh, yeah. Oh, Buckeye. Buckeye T-bones the Deanna Shelton machine. Oh, and it's because Shelton hits the entrance to pit road. Right there, the red and white tires at the entrance of the pit wall. She nails them. Buckeye then T-bones her. And then here comes Tim Walsh, who I think is going to get a little piece of this incident right there. Carson Gum, he's not going to be able to slow down. He gets some damage out of this. And another pretty big wreck here heading down into turn 11 is what puts us under the caution flag for the second time today. And again, some more drivers who are running really well going to get involved and possibly DNF from today's race. It's really been a tough first few laps for a lot of drivers here at Infineon. Getting ready to go back to green flag racing on lap 8 of 23. Mary Cole is still the leader. Kevin White in second. Third place now Dylan Young. Fourth is Hayden Klein and Dougie Shears is fifth. Cole Daly sixth. Seventh place William Duncan. Dylan Poteet 8th. Madison Seaberg 9th. And completing the top 10 is Alan Tanker. The field has certainly dwindled down since we took the green flag to start this race. More drivers behind the wall, including Jake Cole, Aaron Williams Jr., Deanna Shelton, Stephen Pollard III, Emilio Navrat, Kyle Sosnowski, Richard Johnson, and they join Michael Norman, Chris Washer, Charles Jackson, Noah Hart, and Sean Henley in the garage area. Right now we have a total of 30 cars on the racetrack. 29 of them are on the lead lap as the green flag comes back out. Oh, no, actually, no. We've gotten a report that Drew Austin's gone behind the wall, along with Rohit Arvu. I don't know what happened to Drew Austin, but apparently when they came down pit road, that extended stay, they found something under the hood that wasn't quite right. And Sean Galligan, Angel Navarro, Anthony McCurry, and Danny Wells, they got the wave around, but they didn't really get ahead of the leaders that well. They are on the tail end of the lead lap right now, are these four. Galligan in 25th, Navarro in 26th, McCurry in 27th, and Danny Wells in 28th. There is the leader, Mary Cole, trying to catch them and put them a lap down again. Didn't get that much of an opportunity to be able to get away and stay on the tail of the lead lap. It's Kevin White, big run as Mary Cole messes up that turn, and Kevin White goes to the lead just like that. Well, but he just messed up that turn, and Mary Cole's going to go back to the inside and try and take the lead once again. Meanwhile, Dylan Young, seasoned veteran back there waiting for an opportunity. He's going to take the inside line. And he's going to try and take second, but he can't. Kevin White instead battles back on the low side on Mary Cole. And I think he did get the lead from Mary Cole at the stripe. Yes, indeed he did. Raise the caution out? Nope, no caution. We're still green. And they continue to battle for the lead. They are 2 by 2 by 2 all the way back here. From first on back to about 8th. Now they settle it out to single file. And Mary Cole is going to take the lead back from Kevin White. Oh, man, contact between Hayden Klein and Dylan Young. As Klein will now move by Dylan Young for position number 3. Here comes William Duncan now to the inside line, looking for a position off of Dylan Young. And how about Roush Fenway Racing having a pretty good day today? Emilio Navrat out of the race, but you got William Duncan, Dougie Shears, and Alan Tanker all up there inside the top 10 right now, having really good runs. So we know now that out of the race are the cars of Charles Jackson and Drew Austin. Where is Ralph Mason currently running? I don't think I announced his name out of the race. There he is, currently in the 19th position with the Snickers Peanut Butter Squared sponsorship. Here's Trent Dunham's coming to pit road. These drivers, remember, with the exception of Danny Wells, Sean Galligan, Anthony McCrory, and who was the other one? Can't quite remember. Oh yeah, and Angel Navarro. They've all come down pit road. Trent Dunham just now headed into pit road. Oh wait, Drew Austin is on the racetrack. He's just a lap down. Okay. There's Trent getting his pit service on his McDonald's Chevrolet. It's his teammate John Cittadino right there. As Mary Cole continues to lead here. Right behind her, Hayden Klein, who has a little bit of distance to make up between himself and Mary Cole now. Kevin White third, William Duncan fourth, Dylan Young currently in fifth, Dougie Shears sixth, Madison Sieber up to seventh, eighth Cole Daly, Alan Tanker ninth, and James McLeod currently inside the top 10 now in the 51. His teammate Poteet in 11th. Wow, a lot of dust kicked up there. It's hard to even see the cars. How about James Silverfox? He started in 41st place. We saw him actually get turned entering the S's on the very first lap. He's going to be 12th right now. His teammate Joshua Michaels lines up 13th. John Radigan is 14th, and 15th is Austin LaPlante. Cody Lamas forges on. He's 16th. 17th Ralph Mason now with Tim Walsh 18th. 19th Carson Gum, and John Cittadino completing the top 20. Looks like Henry Nova and Trent Dunham both ended up coming down making pit stops, so we're still seeing some drivers decide to stretch it though. Mary Cole, Hayden Klein, Kevin White, these guys are going to have to come down pit road at some point. They may be trying to hope for a caution, but things are so spread out, I don't see a caution coming anytime soon. It's nice to have some good green flag racing here in the middle of this event. We had it at the end of the Mobile Cup Series event, but it took us a lot of cautions to get there. It's only taken us 2 cautions to get to this point here in this event. Let's take a look at some drivers who may end up moving inside the top 10 in points after today's event. I saw Adam Chambers back there. I think he's already made a pit stop. It's in the 21st position. Obviously, he is slow. But the Budweiser Chevrolet comes into this race 11th in the point standings. And it might have an opportunity today to move himself inside the top 10 in the points. Remember, he's a former Snickers Cup Series champion as well. Saw John Radigan kind of forging on there in the damaged Mobil 1 Chevy. As a matter of fact, he's making a pit stop now. Along with Alan Tanker, James McLeod, Austin LaPlante. Who else has come down? Any leaders? Madison Sieber, Kevin White, Dylan Young, William Duncan, Dougie Shears. They're on pit road. And Mary Cole looks like she decided to stay out again. Ralph Mason's on pit road. Tim Walsh is there. There's Cody Lamas, Joshua Michaels, James Silverfox. Cody Lamas just completed his service. Let's jump up here to Kevin White, who came in second out of all the drivers that came down this lap. He's going to try and beat William Duncan off pit road, and it looks like he's going to be able to do it. So Kevin White comes on and off pit road first. William Duncan right behind him, though. There's Dylan Young, Madison Sieber. Chambers going to pick up some spots here. Dougie Shears there, McLeod, Radigan, Austin LaPlante, his teammate Cody Lamas, and Joshua Michaels, along with the 16 of Alan Tanker. Let's see if Mary Cole's going to come down pit road this time. Yes, she is, along with Hayden Klein. Cole Daly, Dylan Poteet, they're coming down pit road as well. Carson Gum also coming down pit road. Let's follow the leader. Mary Cole, Hayden Klein, Cole Daly, and Dylan Poteet all inside the top 15. Mary Cole was the leader last time around. Now she's going to try and get her pit stop done in time. Get out ahead of Hayden Klein as well as out ahead of Kevin White and William Duncan, who are going to try and cycle around here and maybe make a fast enough lap time to get the lead away from Mary Cole under the green. 4-tire stop for Mary Cole. This is coming just around halfway point, folks, so they may be able to make it the rest of the way. And oh wow, good battle off pit road there between Hayden Klein and Mary Cole. And Mary Cole, in order to avoid the pace car, had to bail out of the throttle or else she missed a gear. I don't know which, but she just lost the lead. Whoa, nearly had contact there with William Duncan. That was close. Everybody else returned to the track. Oh, wait, there's smoke! Someone spun. Who was that? Was that Drew Austin? Oh, no, Joshua Michaels and Carson Gumma spun around. And James McLeod was the other one. They're going to keep it going. But it did bring out a caution. The caution's out. And Hayden Klein is the leader. Duncan second, Mary Cole third, fourth Kevin White, and Madison Sieber now is going to complete the top 5. But James McLeod, Carson Gum, Joshua Michaels all spin. I believe maybe James McLeod made contact with Cole Daly coming off of pit road. And Hayden Klein in the 27. The ride that went to victory lane 1 year ago here at Infineon is going to lead this race. William Duncan, our winner back at Coca-Cola, he's going to line up in second place. He looks like he might try and make a move, but he doesn't have enough time to be able to try and take the top spot here under the caution. It will be Hayden Klein leading the way under the yellow flag. William Duncan second. Mary Cole slipped all the way back to third. That pit road mistake really cost her. Kevin White in fourth. Madison Sieber fifth. Sixth place is going to be Dylan Young. No, wait a minute. They're saying someone else is the leader besides Hayden Klein. Who? Oh, John Cittadino is actually listed as the leader. All this time I thought that Hayden Klein was the leader, but John Cittadino never came down pit road. He is currently scored as the leader. The defending champ out in front. Then it's Hayden Klein, then Duncan, then Mary Cole, then Kevin White. So that's the top 5. 6th, Madison Sieber. 7th, Dylan Young. 8th, Dougie Shears. 9th, Adam Chambers now with John Radigan in the 10th position. Let's jump back now. Take a look and see what put us under the caution for the 3rd time today. As John Cittadino, for one of the first times this season, is actually out in front in a Snickers Cup Series event. Well, here's a look at what happened. James McLeod, who had already made a pit stop in that 51, was coming around here, and drivers were merging back onto the racetrack, and I think there's going to be some contact right here. Yeah, Cole Daly. Yeah, see, Cole Daly didn't do anything wrong. He kept his car on the left side of that yellow line to merge into traffic. McLeod came up into him. McLeod should have given him a little bit more room, and McLeod pays the price going into the tire barrier. And then, looks like it's going to be the same deal here for Joshua Michaels and Carson Gum. Yeah, you noticed that there was no moving over across that yellow line by either Carson Gum or Cole Daly. It was Joshua Michaels and James McLeod's spotter's fault, not letting them know, hey, there's a car merging in front of you. And Trent Dunham almost got loose there, too. He almost spun around, but he was able to hang on to it. So he was in a side-by-side battle with Alan Tanker. But 3 cars spinning there, heading up into the first corner. That puts us under the caution. Let's head back now to Green Flag Racing. Getting ready to go back to Green Flag Racing here on lap 16 of 23. That will give us a total of 8 laps to go here today. A couple of drivers came down pit road, as you can see, including John Cittadino, the leader, but a few others actually rolling the dice in case this thing goes green all the rest of the way. Trent Dunham still sits on pit road with Adam Chambers. They made some pit stops, so did Danny Wells, Angel Navarro, Anthony McCurry, Sean Gallion, Drew Austin, Henry Nova, James McLeod, and there you see John Cittadino. So the top 17 did not come down pit road. There's Dunham completing his service. Chambers better hurry up. They're now getting service on that car. They may have been trying to repair some of the damage. But here's the top 10 as we get ready to go back to green. Hayden Klein is out in front now. William Duncan second. Mary Cole third. Kevin White fourth. Fifth place Madison Sieber. Dylan Young 6th, Dougie Shears 7th, John Radigan is in 8th, 9th Cole Daly, and Austin LaPlante has worked his way up now, back inside the top 10. Can the 27 for Richard Childress Racing go to victory lane for the 2nd time in 2 years at Infineon? And can Hayden Klein go to victory lane for the 2nd time in 3 races? We'll find out. It's here we go, the green flag ready to come back out. And there it is, we're back underway. Hayden Klein won 2 weeks ago at Talladega. And he'd love to be able to win here again at Infineon. William Duncan, though, all over his back bumper. Let's see if anybody is going to wreck here in this first corner. Looks like they're going to get through it pretty well. As Hayden Klein is going to be the leader coming off through this current. Oh, he's going to mess up this corner. And here comes Mary Cole to the inside of William Duncan. Takes second. But she was not able to catch up to Hayden Klein. So Hayden Klein holds the lead. Mary Cole now into 2nd place. William Duncan starting to lose some positions. He lost 2nd place to Mary Cole. Now Dylan Young all over his back bumper for 4th. And how about Madison Sieber moving into 5th place? Great run right now for that 33. Oh, someone got spun. I think Radigan just spun it around. No, he saved it. He was really loose then, but he held on to it. But there is the caution. Caution is out. It's back up front. Mary Cole has now gotten to the inside of Hayden Klein. Battled for the lead. They're going to be drag racing this maybe. Oh, no, Mary may have cleared him. Hayden Klein going to battle back on the inside. Drag race, and Mary Cole by a splitter is going to lead. After a pit road miscue by the Ford team, Mary Cole in one lap battled her way back from 3rd to 1st. And she's the leader again here at Infineon. But who did this caution come out for? Oh, it might have been Dylan Poteet in the 78. Who was having such a good run here today. Was inside the top 15 for most of the day. And the guy who comes in 40th in points, it has just not been his season in the Snickers Cup Series. And it looks like he's involved yet again in another incident here. And this time here at Infineon when he was en route to a great finish. Let's see what happened to the Furniture Row Chevrolet. Now here it was, heading into the S's. And this may have had something to do with John Radigan as well. I'm not sure. Said that we saw him spin around, or it looked like he was going to spin around. This is just outside the top 10. Dylan Poteet was running in the 11th position. There's the contact right there between John Radigan and Ralph Mason. And you can see right there, yeah, the 14 does get loose. And he is going to bring it back up the racetrack. And this is why John Radigan saved it, because Dylan Poteet kept him straight, and Poteet took the brunt of the hit into the tire barrier. And Dylan Poteet, there's black smoke erupting underneath that car. His day obviously is over. Man, Henry Nova took that turn wide, nearly spun his Doublemint Toyota around and almost hit Dylan Poteet from behind. But Dylan Poteet, what a tough break right there, was just minding his own business, racing hard, gets sideswiped by the 14 and heads into the tire barrier, and his day in the closing stage of this race is over. We get ready to go back to green flag racing. It'll be on lap 19 of 23. That should give us a total of 5 laps to go here today at Infineon. We're going to give you a full field rundown of who is left, who are the survivors of this race. Mary Cole is the leader. Hayden Klein second. William Duncan third. Dylan Young fourth. Fifth, Madison Sieber. Dougie Shears in sixth. Seventh, Kevin White. Austin LaPlante eighth. Cole Daly in ninth. And Ralph Mason's now moved his way up to 10th. Cody Lamas is in 11th. 12th, Alan Tanker. 13th, Carson Gum. 14th, John Radigan. Tim Walsh in 15th. 16th, Joshua Michaels. 17th, Angel Navarro. James McLeod is in 18th. 19th place is going to be John Citadino. Danny Wells is in 20th. 21st, Anthony McCurry. Sean Galligan 22nd. 23rd, Henry Nova. 24th, Adam Chambers. Trent Dunham 25th. And one lap down in 26th place is Drew Austin. Pace cars hit pit road. Let's see if these drivers can complete these final 5 laps under the green flag. Mary Cole started on the pole, had a pit road miscue, worked her way back to the front. She takes the green flag, but she does not get away. Hayden Klein, William Duncan, they stuck right with her. The one that was caught napping that time was 4th place, Dylan Young. Oh boy, Hayden Klein is all over the back bumper of that number 4 machine. Let's see if Mary Cole messes up this corner. A lot of the leaders have, and she is going to mess it up. Hayden Klein, can he get to the inside? Yes, he can. Here he comes. Hayden Klein taking advantage of Mary Cole in another mistake. And he is going to try and clear the 4 heading into the S's, but Mary Cole still hangs tough. They are side by side for the lead. William Duncan waiting for an opportunity to see which line opens up. And Mary Cole will clear Hayden Klein. She apparently had the faster line going through the S's. She will take the lead back. Hayden Klein now slips into the clutches of William Duncan. Meanwhile, Dylan Young's under fire from Madison Sieber for 4th. And we're still green flag racing here. Mary Cole the leader. William Duncan now trying to clear Hayden Klein. That would be for 2nd place. And right now with what they're telling me, according to our live points, Ralph Mason would currently be the new points leader heading into next week's race. Followed by William Duncan, because there is Ralph right back here currently running in the 10th position. He may have just taken 9th place away from Austin the Plant. I'm not sure. Ralph Mason running very well right now. Oh, wait a minute. We're being told actually it would be William Duncan, because William Duncan came in only 2 points behind Ralph Mason. With where Ralph's running as opposed to William, that'd be an 8-point difference. So it'd be a 6-point lead that William Duncan would have over Ralph Mason. So right now, William Duncan's sitting in the catbird seat, but he's trying to get the win here. He's got to run down Mary Cole, though, who messes up that corner. Did William mess it up? Well, he might have. Got to try and hope that Mary Cole makes a mistake, though. Teammates running in 3rd and 4th. Hayden Klein there in 3rd. Madison Sieber 4th. Kevin White now moves up to 5th as Dylan Young starts to slip back a little bit. Quite a few teams up here running very, very well right now, including Roush Fenway Racing, who's got Duncan in 2nd. Dougie Shears right there. Currently in, let's see where he crosses the stripe. I think he's 6th. Yes, he is. He's 6th. And their rookie teammate, Alan Tanker, back there in 8th place. Michael Waltrip Racing doing fairly well, too. You got Austin the Plant running pretty well in the 11th position, and his teammate, Cody Lamas, is losing some spots, but he's currently right now in the 13th position. How about Danny Wells, Anthony McCurry, Angel Navarro, all those drivers who work strategy? Whoa! Anthony McCurry and Danny Wells nearly making contact. But they're up inside the top 20 here now. You see McCurry and Danny Wells in a battle for 14th place. Here comes Trent Dunham. He's looking for a position underneath of Adam Chambers. Now we know that Dunham can make it the rest of the way on fuel because he came down pit road along with a number of other drivers, including Sean Galligan and James McLeod, John Cittadino. As a matter of fact, the Earnhardt Ganassi boys doing pretty well today. You see Dunham there in 20th. John Cittadino back here in 24th, and their rookie teammate Kevin White right now under fire from Dougie Shears. That is for 5th place. As they come down, Mary Cole's been given the signal of 2 laps to go, and she has just opened the distance even more between herself and William Duncan. This may be the best battle on the racetrack at the finish between William Duncan, Hayden Klein, Madison Sieber, because Mary Cole has just waved goodbye to the field. Keep in mind, Tweenix Racing has not been to victory lane yet this season. And Mary Cole has never been to victory lane in an NNSCRA event. She made the chase last season as a rookie, but did not have any wins during the Season 5 campaign. That could change here today if she can keep it clean, hit her marks, and bring it home in one piece. There, right there, she did not make the turn very well. Let's see if Duncan does any better. He didn't. Driver who did do better was Hayden Klein. He's really good coming out of the S's, is that 27. That's where he makes up his ground on the other drivers ahead of him. And he's starting to close in on William Duncan for 2nd place one more time. Mary Cole, though, the leader. And it looks like she may have this thing all wrapped up if she can just make it one more time around. White flag in the air for Mary Cole and the number 4 team. What an up and down day it has been. Dominated the first half of this race, then had to come down pit road and either missed a gear or had to avoid the pace car or something under green flag pit stops. Lost the lead, slipped back to 3rd on the next restart, worked her way all the way back up to the lead in a photo finish with Hayden Klein. And Mary Cole looks like she is going to pick up where she started this race, on the pole with the win today. William Duncan still a long ways back. I don't think there's any opportunity for the 6 car to possibly catch Mary Cole unless Mary Cole spins out right here. Will she spin it? No, gets 2 tires into the dirt, but keeps the other 2 on the pavement to keep the grip. Mary Cole's just got a couple more corners before she will meet her destiny and pick up her first career NNSCRA victory. Through the paperclip, turn 11. Nice and smooth, coming off the final corner. Tweenix Racing finally going to go to victory lane here this season. It's going to be Mary Cole giving Tweenix Racing their first win of Season 6 and her first of her career. She wins the Toyota Save Mart 350 at Infineon. Little shot in the arm there for the Tweenix Racing team, who has had a really tough season so far. Right now, the highest running in standings for them is Sean Galligan, 13th in points. Then you got to go a long ways down before you get to Sean Henley, 26th in points. Mary Cole, 27th in points. So they really needed a run like this today. Did Tweenix Racing. They finally go to victory lane, and Mary Cole, for the first time in her career, in her second season of the Snickers Cup Series, finally goes to victory lane. William Duncan's going to finish today in second, and we have been told, according to our live points, that the number 6 is going to be atop the Snickers Cup Series standings heading into next week. So what a great job there by William Duncan. Not able to capitalize on his second win of the season, but he will be the points leader atop the Snickers Cup Series standings. Let's take a look at our official top 10 results. No doubt about it, whoever finished top 10 definitely earned it today. Hayden Klein, he's going to get third place here today. Great run for him, only a couple weeks after his win at Talladega. This could move him into the top 10 standings. Madison Sieber, his teammate, great run for those two RCR cars. She's going to get fourth. Kevin White, he will be the highest finishing rookie of the day in fifth. Great run for him. Dylan Young, he will find himself in a good spot in the top 10. Came in 8th in points. He could find himself maybe inside the top 5 in standings after today, as he finishes 6th. Dougie Shears, we may find him back inside the top 10 in points after a 7th place run. And Alan Tanker, 3 Roush Fenway Racing cars inside the top 10 today, as Tanker finishes today in 8th. How about Cole Daly? Great run for that 88. Survived this race. He's going to get 9th. And 10th place today is going to be Ralph Mason, who I believe is going to move up to 2nd in points, just behind William Duncan in the standings. Take a look at the rest of the finishing results here. Let's just give the rest of the running order of the drivers who actually finished this race. Angel Navarro, great run for him in 11th. Danny Wells is going to get 12th. Anthony McCurry in 13th. 14th, Austin LaPlante. Cody Lamas, great run for him in 15th. He had no hood. Still finished top 15. Trent Dunham in 16th. Sean Galligan in 17th. 18th was John Radigan. Carson Gum in 19th. And Joshua Michaels completes the top 20. The rest of the drivers who actually finished today's race were Tim Walsh, James McLeod, John Cittadino, Henry Nova, Adam Chambers, and Drew Austin. So William Duncan's going to be the points leader heading next week's race. Mary Cole wins today's event. Hope you guys enjoyed today's rather long race. If you did, be sure to give the video a like. Subscribe to become part of the crew today. Helps me out a lot. Here comes your official finishing results, overall point standings, and rookie point standings heading next week's race. I believe next week we are heading to Castle Gorge, and then I'm not sure where we're heading after that. I was planning on us going to Daytona Beach, but that track does not work as far as pit road is concerned, so I got to find a new track. We may head to 8 Bowl, I don't know, but we'll find out in the near future. Nonetheless, though, they're going to pack it up, head to Kessel Gorge for Trucks, Mobile, and Snickers Cup Series Racing. Hope you'll tune in for that. Congratulations to Mary Cole on her first career NNSCRA victory, and congratulations to William Duncan on being the new points leader. You've been watching a production of the NNSCRA Offline Racing at its best.